Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I want to talk about some of the things that I've learned in my 20s. So I'm in my late 20s and I just wanted to kind of have a chat, one-sided chat about some of the most important things that I've learned over the past almost 1 decade. So yeah, let's just chat about it. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please, now is a great time to do so. Please subscribe and hit the notification bell so you know when I post videos, okay? And if you have already subscribed, welcome and thank you for always stopping by. All right, let's get started. So one of the most important things that I learned or that I've learned so far in my 20s is to not be afraid of failure. I grew up very scared of like so many things, afraid of failing at these, and so I end up not trying. I mean, I tried a lot of things, but I also didn't do as much as I wanted to do because I was just always afraid of what if it doesn't work, you know, all the what ifs in the world. Like, I've been given a lot of resources and time by my folks. Like, what if I just like throw everything away by trying this crazy idea? You know, what if this doesn't work? And like, I think it's a big learning for me. Like, looking back, I wish I tried more things. I wish I did those things that I wanted to do. So I think a big learning is that don't be afraid of failure. Like, it's okay to fail. I actually really like to be with people that have tried things and have failed. I feel like they are better and they are much more knowledgeable than people that haven't tried at all. So because you have all of that experience from trying something and failing at it, and the truth is many times it might actually work, but you don't know. You don't know because you haven't tried. So that's one big thing that I learned. Like, it's okay to fail. In fact, you should like be fine with failing. And I know it's hard and it's easier said than done, but it's okay to actually fail. It's okay to know that things might not work, but I'll still try because it might actually work. And if it doesn't work, it's okay. There's a lot of learning. Like, you didn't actually fail, you learned. So that is fine. The second thing that I wanted to share is really to, you know what they say, like, shoot for the moon. Many times when you failed at so many things, like when you've tried this crazy thing and it didn't work, and you've tried another one, it just didn't work, like, that failure begins to define you, or at least that was my experience. And I'm like, the next thing I want to try, I'm just like really scared of trying. I'm really afraid of trying that thing. Like, I let all of that failure really define me, or define in my head the probability of my success in this next thing. So like, the other learning I'm sharing is really shoot for the moon even after failing 10 times. Like, keep shooting, keep trying, keep doing all those crazy things you want to do, or those simple things you want to do. Like, just keep doing it, you know, just do it. Really, just do it. I also found out that I spent a lot of time thinking. So maybe I feel that this thing, again, my definition of failure, it didn't work out, I didn't make a lot of money from it, or blah blah blah. Yeah, if I just like fail at one thing, the next time I'm trying something else out, I'm like really, you know, just thinking about it, you know, thinking about the possibility of it failing. And I let all of that get to me to the extent I end up not trying that thing, or I start trying it, and midway I'm just like, this is not going to work, because I'm like so worried to give it so much time or the attention it actually needs to work. So the second learning is really shoot for the moon. Always don't let failure define you. Keep shooting for the moon, keep trying things, keep doing more even after failing, because that failure doesn't really define you, shouldn't define you. The third thing I wanted to share is really about sometimes living in the present. Like, I mostly spend my life living in the past or in the future that could be, and I think that is good, but I usually, you know, forget to live in the present or in the now, or to appreciate now, or appreciate what is going on in my life right now. I'm just like either being super futuristic, or still thinking about the mistakes of the past, or the things I could have done better in the past. It's just like I forget to like live in now, like live in the present. And that is something I'm actively training myself to do more of now. Like live in now, like appreciate the things that you have right now and enjoy the moment. Sometimes it just feels like you're constantly either thinking about the past or thinking about the future, and you actually just forget to live now, like to live your life right now. And that's something that I'm really learning. I think it's super useful to live now and to think about now, the present. And this is not to say that you should be overly short-sighted and just think about the present and not plan the future. No, that's not the kind of person that I am. But I also think, like, in all of the planning for the future, in all of the reminiscing about the past, you need to like think about the present. You need to live in the moment. Sometimes you need to appreciate what you have right now and really be in the now. I don't know if that's correct, but like be in the present basically and live life right now as it is right now. Live life to the fullest. Yeah, another thing that I wanted to share is that it is okay for you to be 5 different things if you want. It's okay for you to be so many things at the same time. It's fine. Like when I grew up, or where I grew up, it almost was like every kid needed to be one thing. There's this aspirational thing each person needed to be in future. Like you get asked, what do you want to be when you grow up? And kids will say, I want to be a lawyer, I want to be a doctor. And if you don't say anything like that, that is trouble. People be like, your kid doesn't have future ambition. Well, I heard all of that. The truth is, you can be all those many things that you want. You can be, if you want, you can be a lawyer, you can be a public speaker, you can be all those things. And that's something that I'm learning, like that I don't have to be one major thing and then others are like side hustles or whatever. Like I can be all these things and do well at them. Like I can be so many things, and I'm learning every day, like to pursue all those things that I always wanted to be, like all those things that I wanted to try, all those things. Like it's okay to say you want to be a lawyer and at the same time be a photographer. Where I grew up, that sounded like super absurd, and if you said that, they're like, focus on being a lawyer, okay? And that's just something I'm like trying to get used to know that doing, you can be so many things. You can be all these things at the same time. You can be things that are totally unrelated, and it is completely fine. Last thing I wanted to share in this video is really about difference and being different. Like one thing, and I think this is maybe the most important thing, is like being on a different path. Like it's okay to not be on the path that society has set for you, or the path that your family has set for you, or the path that people that are smart as you are, or the path that smart people typically take. Like you're smart and you don't want to be a lawyer, doctor, whatever, engineer. Like that was crazy where I grew up, okay? You don't want to be all these big things and they think you're smart. Like it is okay to be different. It's okay to want to be whatever you want to be, and just have a different path compared to like your mates or your friends or your family. Like it's totally fine, and that's something that I've had to learn, or I've had to like help people understand over the past few years, that I'm different, or I want to have this different path, and it's totally fine. And I think it's a big lesson that I learned in my 20s, that people are different, and at least where I grew up and how I grew up, it's almost like we were being shaped to be specific things, or we were being guided to be these specific kinds of people. Again, it's out of good intention, but it's just fine to be different. It's fine to not be what my mom wants me to be, or to not bow to societal pressure for some things. It is fine. If you don't want to get married, it is fine. If you don't want to do this thing or whatever else society thinks is fine, and at this appointed time or at this right time, there is no right time. Like just do you, and that is totally fine. So this is my video for today. It's pretty short. I am curious to hear some of the things you guys have been learning, or what you think about some of the points that I've raised. So thank you again for watching this video. Please subscribe to my channel and click the notification bell and keep watching my videos. Thank you, and I'll see you in my next video.